The Apex Brazil green flag experience our energy flies, and here we go. Wow, look at Kanan go to the inside and pick up a couple of positions.
And did you see all the dust come up as they all went into one as they went back through there?
There was our question answered. Scott Dixon stood on it. Mario Moraes was high, and Dario Franchitti in the yellow car is up to second.
Franchitti is carrying the LifeLock colors and has the yellow car once again.
And Mario Moraes comes on to pit road. Will hit his marks. This has all been by design, guys. He has wanted to just stay with the leaders and be patient. Mark Johnson took him aside before the start of the races. They pulled the car filled with ethanol. Seems like they're having a problem now.
Yeah.
It took a long time for him to get a full load in. He is off and well.
Dixon, look at, he's getting held up coming down pit
Yeah, he's
lane.
behind Hideki and Carpenter.
This guy's going to benefit from it right there. Dario Franchitti's going to benefit from all that.
He's still coming down pit lane, Jack.
And Hideki Muto created a problem there, but now Dixon will have to show some patience. Ricky Davis on the outside making the change. Dario Franchitti in the meantime is still out in full swung. And Dixon pulls away. Franchitti is now pulled onto pit road. 60 miles an hour. And Dario Franchitti will come in, but he will have a one-lap advantage over his nearest competitor and his teammate, Scott Dixon. Ryan Briscoe is also going to come in at this point in time as well. Let's see how the LifeLock crew goes to work. 22 gallons of fuel as you see Briscoe slide by to go to his pit stop. They're putting a little bit of front wing in the LifeLock car. In the meantime, Briscoe's crew is completing their service, and he is working, and he is off and away. He lights the tires up. But now remember, Franchitti and Briscoe all pitted one lap later than Dixon.
And there they are. They're coming out together. Scott Dixon is up to speed. Franchitti is not quite up to speed. If he stays on the high side, will he get him?
Franchitti should maybe be able to get a run off of 3 and 4 here on him, but it's not going to happen, is it?
Franchitti will take the lead.
If you run longer, you go to the front. General role of pitting late.
Really, really a good job. Look at though, Dixon's got to run, guys. Dixon's got to run.
The Ganassi teammates fight it out here, wheel to wheel.
There he comes.
And they said there's no rules. When Jack talked to him earlier, there's no rules until after the race is done.
Oh, look at this, though.
There's no way Dario's going to, he just worked so hard on trying to get that position. His in-lap and his out-lap got him that position.
Second stop.
There's a caution. Did he make it in before the
and
caution?
Conway has crashed.
Briscoe has had it going.
Hey guys,
They let him stop, Jack?
And guys, there will be no penalty. He had hit the line in time, so he's able to take advantage of the caution and be able to come in and take a full fuel. One of the things that Roger Penske did immediately.
Oh, you can't believe it.
See if he was going to have to drive through or not.
He hit the inside wall coming out.
And he didn't rush it. He hit the wall enough. I mean, he tried to light it up leaving the box. The car shot left. He took out the timing stand and then got into the wall.
By that strategy, he had this race covered.
Oh, he was just given a gift.
And this car, if this car's damaged, he just threw that thing away.
Oh, he hit that wall pretty good.
Yeah,
he had to tweak that suspension a little bit.
You got to be kidding
and now
me.
the cone is disintegrating under the car.
He didn't even need to light it up. It was like the golden gift he was just given by a yellow flag.
Well, they're changing the front wing on Ryan Briscoe's car. They have gotten the tube. They have gotten the pylon out. They are now checking to see in terms of whether the car is out of tow. Ryan Briscoe felt they felt like once they got that cone out, because of the way it was pulling Cody to the left, it might be a big problem. As he pulls back out, Roger Penske wants Ryan Briscoe to try and go up to speed a little bit and now check the front end geometry.
That's where he is running, but boy, Danica got a great run off of corner number 4, and she goes to 7th position. And Moraes is back to 8th.
Mano a mano opportunity for the two targets, Chip Ganassi. teams. Graham Rattle, who's yet to pit, will streak by and take the lead as these two cars coming in tandem. The first one to hit his marks will be Scott Dixon. Directly in front of him will be Dario Franchitti. The tires are off, the fuel going in, and there is a yellow out. A yellow out. Both cars are away, a drag race down to turn 1 under the pace car. I don't know, from my position, guys, it looks like Dixon got it.
He sure did, Dick.
On his own. Heavy impact, a little bit farther around the corner than what we saw Hideki Muto.
And again, thank goodness for the safer barrier.
Oh, sure.
Here is Scott Dixon getting the white flag. He's on the last lap of the race. Still with a little more than a second advantage on his teammate, Dario Franchitti. There's the interval between first and second.
And this is a weekend of maximum points right here. Pole, laps, the whole deal.
53 points. Scott Dixon, his 5th win of the season. More importantly, this topsy-turvy points race has turned upside down as we head to Miami to settle the 2009 IndyCar Championship.